Yo, it took me 30 plus years to understand this. Okay. I'm 41 years old now, right? And I want to share some of these life lessons that took me a while to really not just master, but even like just to discover, man, to even know that they existed, that I had the choice. One of the main life lessons that I picked up, man, is to really understand your addictions and your vices. So I struggled with alcoholism for a long time. I quit drinking 7.5 years ago. And I drank since I was about probably like 16, 17 years old. It was always a part of my life, that along with weed as well. Okay. And I've been down with the alcohol before, At times I was drinking at the job, before the job. I've had DUIs. I've had one DUI. But yeah, I've lived that life, man, where the addiction was getting the best of me, right? And not drinking alcohol now for about 7.5 years, man. At times I look at it and I'm like, I wouldn't have even picked up alcoholism if I wasn't exposed to it. That's one thing that I realized too, man. I saw this growing up. Alcohol was always around. It was just one of those things, man. And I picked it up and started to use it as a coping mechanism myself. Man, it followed me forever. And it wasn't until I realized that, like, I had to bump my head up against the wall quite a bit, man. That alcohol had me. And I had to really go through some trials and tribulations to get rid of it, you know? And yeah, man. So the addictions, bro, that's one of the main life lessons. That's the first one, bro. Like the weed too, man. Now I ain't gonna lie, man. Nowadays, I have a better relationship with weed and how I choose to partake and when I choose to, or if I take a break from it or whatever. And this video is not to shame anybody. This video is just to put awareness on maybe certain habits that aren't really helping you. Maybe you are trying to break free from them and you don't know how. You don't know why you even picked them up, where they came from. And that's what I'm talking about, man. It's about just having awareness on things. Okay. So, yes, your addictions, your vices, man, you want to get real clear on, like, yo, why do I even do this? That's going to give yourself power to break free, give yourself choice. Another thing that I've learned, man, on this journey, bro, is you got to discover your purpose early. I remember growing up, my dad would always be like, man, you need to get a trade, because I didn't go to college right away. I was kind of floundering right out of high school. My dad would be like, man, go to school, get you a trade, do something, right? And I wasn't trying to hear that. I wasn't even really focused on future. I couldn't see past 5 years. I couldn't even see past 5 months. I was trying to see what's going to happen in the next 5 hours, what we about to get into, and for years, I didn't really have purpose. So what I want to tell you, man, is the sooner you can discover your purpose, the better your life is going to be. And that's crazy, because when you're young, when you're in your teens, your early 20s, you really haven't lived enough life yet to really know what it is you enjoy doing, what your purpose is, you know, and I get it. But just know that, like, just focus on some of the things you enjoy doing. What brings you joy in your life? What brings you happiness? In this day and age, in 2026 and beyond, your purpose, your passions, those things you enjoy doing, man, there's other people that are in alignment with that too, and you can start to make money off of it, man. Maybe helping people and coaching people on things that you enjoy doing. My son watches these streamers and people who are making money playing Roblox, man. It may sound crazy, but there's ways you can make money just doing things that you enjoy doing. And the sooner you can discover that, man, the better you're going to set yourself up for when you're 40 plus like me. That's why if you don't have somebody beating it into you, bro, and I mean verbally, not physically, telling you, hey, man, find your purpose, man. Find what you enjoy doing. If you don't have somebody doing that, you need to get you a mentor. You need to watch YouTube videos, something, man. You need that encouragement, because if you don't have that, man, you will flounder for years. Another thing that I've learned, man, you have to build emotional control. So I was talking about the alcoholism that I dealt with, man. I dealt with the alcoholism and lacking emotional maturity, bro. The combination of this was like, could be like devastating if you don't get a hold on this type of stuff, man. Your nervous system, how things hit you when you get angry, when you overreact to things. This is the type of shit that can ruin your life if you don't put the awareness on it. I had to really learn, man, emotional intelligence, emotional maturity, man. These are, it's like superpowers, man. And when you're blinded with like alcoholism, smoking weed heavily, chasing ass all the time, when those are your focal points in life, you will overlook this other stuff that I'm talking about. Your self-awareness, your emotional intelligence, how you interact with people. Do you lose your shit? Do you say things that you don't mean, that you regret? It may be because you lack emotional maturity, bro. And you need to get a hold on that, because that will ruin your relationships. It will ruin your jobs. It will ruin your relationship with your kids when and if you have them. It's something that bleeds over into everything. That's one of the main keys that I've learned about life. You have to build emotional control. You have to be able to learn how to get yourself back to zero when things happen, when things pop up, and to not let the moments get the better of you. Okay. Yes, we're human. We're going to have our moments. You're not going to get it right every time. But man, you don't want to be out here saying things, doing things. You got unhealthy behaviors, treating people like shit, yelling at your girl, overreacting. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And it took me decades to realize this too. And one of the most powerful things that I've also learned too, man, is peace over everything. You got to find those things that bring you peace in life. This is going to be like your centerpiece, man. This is something you can always come back to when life gets hard, it's hectic, it's chaotic. What brings you peace? At 41 years old, man, I value peace over everything. I don't give a damn about going to the bar. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about hanging out with friends, in an excessive amount to the point where my peace gets disturbed. I value my peace so much, man. Being able to sit in stillness, be okay with my thoughts, not let my thoughts dictate my behaviors and have me wilding out and crashing out and doing crazy stuff. Not to talk like I was out here some reckless ass dude, but I've had my moments. That's why peace, man. Once you discover what actually brings you peace, bro, you're gonna set yourself up for success. Okay, because it's something you can always go back to. Like, for example, for me, whether it's meditating, whether it's getting up early in the morning before the day starts, before the world starts getting noisy, making your bed, doing push-ups, going to the gym, things that bring you peace. These are the most important things that you can give yourself, not the alcohol, not the weed. Yeah, do your thing in moderation. Like I said, this ain't to shame nobody. Do what you do, man. All right. But it's all about balance, awareness. That's what this is about, man. So find what brings you peace in your life so that you're not in your 40s and your 50s still trying to discover these things, blaming other people for your problems, blaming other people because they disturb your peace because you don't know how to give it to yourself. Just wanted to make this video, man. I wanted to get out here in the elements, endure a little bit. And yeah, if you got any value out of this video, please smash the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you thought about this type of vibe. If you like the outdoor, get out in the elements type of vibe, leave me some comments and let me know. Also, make sure you check out the video floating around on the screen. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.